by Wahid Khan. Can we perform Friday prayers at home by forming a congregation of 5 men? And this question is selected from the Facebook. A similar question that came on the WhatsApp, I'm clubbing it together, is by Mohsin from Sydney. Please tell us the rulings about praying juma at home or in private hall, following social distancing in terms of minimum numbers, and how our Prophet, peace be upon him, prayed juma in similar situations like war, traveling, etc. Would appreciate your answer as it's concerning to a lot of us with different options. Basically, the question is that can we pray juma at home? Is 5 people sufficient? The reply to this is that many of the different schools of thought have different rulings as far as the congregation juma is concerned. Some schools of thought say that there should be minimum 40 people congregation to pray the juma salah. Some schools of thought say it should be 19 minimum. But as far as if you read the hadith of the Prophet of the Quran, nowhere in the Quran or nowhere in the hadith is the exact number mentioned minimum for a person, for the congregation to be for the juma salah. Praying juma is fard, but the congregation is not mentioned. For normal congregation, there's a hadith in Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim that even 2 people make a congregation. But for the Jummah, there is no specific hadith. But there is a hadith in Sunan Abu Dawud, volume number 2, hadith number 547, which says that our beloved Prophet Muhammad said that there will be at least 3 people amongst the believers who will continuously pray all the fara'is salah in the mosque and will not be tempted by the Satan. And the Muslims should join this Jama'ah. Here there is no mention of Jummah Salah, but because it says 3 people will continuously pray, and the other hadith says 2 are sufficient for a Jama'ah in Salah, according to Sheikh Muhammad Hassan Ad-Dadu, and Sheikh Muhammad Hassan Ad-Dadu, according to me, is one of the most knowledgeable living Muslim scholars of Islam. He's from Mauritania. Now he's living in Turkey, in Istanbul, and I know him very closely. I've met him several times, and he is one of the most knowledgeable, according to me, amongst the living Islamic scholars. And he says that for Jummah, minimum 3 people are required in congregation. And he quotes the same hadith of Sunan Abu Dawud, volume number 2, hadith number 547, that 3 people are there for the Jama'ah. And he says that one of them should be the Imam, one can be the Muazzin, and one the Muqtadi. So minimum 3 people are required for praying the Jummah Salah. What did the Prophet do? Yes, praying Jummah, of course. You can pray Jummah in the mosque, and that's the preferred place. But if you're traveling, you can also pray Jummah in an open place. And we see that in the seerah of the Sahabas and of the Prophet that you can pray. Now of the situation of the lockdown, because of COVID-19, when most of the people have to stay at home, there was fatwa given by many scholars, including by Sheikh Muhammad Hassan Dadu, that if the mosques have been closed down by the government and you cannot pray your salah, then read your normal 5-time salah at home. Even 2 people are sufficient for the 5-time salah. And for the Jummah salah, let there be 3 people. The requirement for minimum requirement for Jummah salah is there should be 3 adult Muslim males. I repeat, 3 adult Muslim males. They can be children and ladies, no problem, but the minimum in the congregation should be 3 adult Muslim males. One of them can be the Imam, one can be the Muazzin, and the third person. If there are minimum 3, there can be more. And if one person gives the khutbah and does the requirement of a khutbah and leads the salah, then the salah is accepted. And it is in this situation, Sheikh Muhammad Hassan Dadu said that if you cannot go to the mosque because of the lockdown, see to it that you don't miss this opportunity. Pray the Jummah at home with at least 3 people's gathering. I hope that answers the question.